Plane just landed. That is a tiny airport indeed. I bet you can get through security real quick.
I flew in on the Dash 8 the other day, and the view of the countryside at the moment is magnificent. With what was known as the straight tube. And a perfect example of a straight tube is your Boeing 707, the aircraft that actually superseded the Super Constellation. Now, if you'd all like to follow me across to the other side here. These seats, by the way, are copies. Your Astrodome, everyone, and normally you'd actually have clear glass so the navigator could literally see through. But as you can see over here, excuse me, when this aircraft...
This aircraft we're about to go on has been occupied by Michael Jackson, John Travolta, and a lot of important people. So let's check it out. It was converted into a private plane, as you can see. 7 TVs on board.
The ideal way to fly, isn't it?
Gold-plated seat buckles.
Here, the first room you'll find your spare loo. The loo's actually under the leather seat. The next room.
That's what it looked like in its prime. Wow. That's incredible. There he is, Michael J. And John Travolta, who was actually a commercial pilot as well as an actor. Flew this plane. Not much for headroom. There's the bed. Bunch of money. I wonder if that champagne's any good. A leather padded toilet. Michael Jackson used that bathroom. Quite the operation. Here we have the black box, and there's actually 2 of them, and they aren't black. One records all the controls, the other records conversation in the cockpit located in the tail of the plane, which is generally regarded as the safest part of the aircraft. It's also pretty easy to find in a collision because that tail sticks up pretty high. I've never flown in a 747 as a passenger, but it is massive. It just goes on and on. There's so many seats. It's like 600 passengers in economy or something. Ridiculous. Maybe 300. I might be exaggerating.
Much to the horror of those in row 5, and then open the hatch and down the engineer would go. So this is where the engineer could actually access the main electrical components, which actually relate to those black boxes that you have an opportunity to see very shortly directly below the perspex here. If there was a fire in the front cargo section, that could actually...
One thing I noticed when I was here at night a couple weeks ago is this has 5 engines. You can't see the ones on the tails, but on the tips of the wings, but they're there. And this 5th engine is not attached as an engine at all. It's actually a spare engine. What they would do is if an engine failed somewhere in the world, they'd find the next Boeing 747-200 series in the area of an engine manufacturing plant, and they'd attach it to the wing here. So it just hangs there. They take out the blades and stuff for flight. It doesn't really impact the flight itself because it's so close to the center of the plane. That is quite incredible. A couple hours later, I am back at the Qantas Museum for the luminescent show. For this, as you can see, the screen is the plane. That's so cool. And we've got a 5 projector system up there doing the show. This will be cool. And I got a much cooler wristband this time. The surround sound is insane. Got all these little towers that were undercover earlier today, and they're all over. We all got speakers. We are currently waiting for the sun to set. It still has a ways to go. We're next to an active airport, and yet there's also an active speaker system in here. And every time I hear a plane, I don't know if it's from the airport, from the speakers. video of the show itself is not permitted, but you did get to see that little try run. So, off we go. It's a train! For a second there, I was walking faster than it. I really need to work on my fancy etiquette. There's so many utensils here and I don't know what to do with them. And do I eat bruschetta by hand or with utensils? It's so confusing. But at least I got my Midorian milk. There's a 4-leaf clover in my food. I am now the luckiest man in the world.